Qualified, no. That's my answer to people who say, should I use AI in my editing process? I'm going to explain why. There's really two key reasons for that, and none of them have to do with being anti-AI. If you're anti-AI, don't bother commenting below because I'll just delete it and block you. Just go on and we'll live in peace and love, okay? Here's the thing. AI is an averaging machine. It gets training data, tons and tons of data, and then it differentiates between the data based on patterns of their occurrence. And if something occurs a lot, it gives it more weight. This is more valuable from the point of view of the artificial intelligence. And so it will always push you towards the average when it comes to your editing process. That means that if you give AI your work to rewrite, not only will you not develop as a writer and develop the ability to discern between good and bad writing because you're not building that skill set, but also it will be garbage because it will just simply stack a series of scenes and elements and dialogue points that are average based upon their occurrence in the training data, one on top of the other, and it will not even make sense. It will be totally terrible. Now, getting notes from AI is more questionable, but it's fraught. And if you're inexperienced, you should avoid it. There's two elements to writing a story, right? There's the building blocks of writing a story, because most of what a story is about moving people from point A to point B, getting them into conflicts, moving them out of conflicts, solving problems, and so on in ways that have been seen before. Witness the number of variations of King Lear, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Journey to the West, mythologies, and so on that recur over and over and over again. Most things are not original, but there are original combinations of elements in your stories, and there are boundary pushing elements, and there are elements that are a fresh take on a situation that has occurred before in stories, and you as an inexperienced writer can't necessarily tell the difference between the two of those and throw out the suggestion from AI as useless and damaging to your story. And so you're going to end up pulling from AI in a way which is not helpful. Go to a human, use a human. If they're experienced and they come to you recommended, or they are a group of beta readers who you trust, they will tend to be consistent across their approach rather than being consistent across always seeking the average. And you don't want the average all the time, okay? If you have any questions, leave them down below. Any comments, feel free to add them, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.